Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky194, and I appreciate you taking the time to visit and check out my video. And this is going to be hopefully not too long, pretty short video. I got a setup for the Huracan EVO2 here at Circuit Paul Ricard. Been working on it a little here and there when I have time. And just before we get started, I just want to say I'm in the middle of trying to switch over some stuff, trying some new audio. Not right now. I still have my old setup because I'm still waiting on everything to. I'm missing a cord. So I'm waiting for a cord to get here to start working on a new audio setup. So I'm kind of in the middle of trying to do a bunch of things. So again, hopefully it'll work, and I'm trying to improve the quality. And in the meantime, I'm trying some different settings and different things, just trying to improve how I sound, how the game sounds. So again, I apologize if sometimes it's not better. So, but let's move on to the setup. Again, trying to find something that's a good balance with the Huracan. So let's just make a quick lap. And as you can see, this is the 1.9.2 update. They added a few add-ons to the liveries, like Barwell here. Now it's got a few more things on it. They did the same with the other Lamborghinis and some of the Porsches and just things like that. They added a few more, I guess, more add-ons for the liveries that they had on there. Now again, this is a race setup. I had started off with 55 liters. Like looking at it from this way to see how it goes through this fast right-hander. And 174 is all I could get out of it, and it stays there for for a second, but about 174. But the thing is, it feels good everywhere else. The car feels very planted, very drivable. I really wasn't pushing to the max. I mean, I was just really trying to push at a good pace. It felt good everywhere, and that's the thing. I mean, I hate to go so low downforce on the straightaway that you end up struggling everywhere else and killing your tires. So it just felt good everywhere. I think it's a really good overall race package. And that was my fast lap at a 155.26. So again, and I think I had a teen in my Delta, a 55 teen. And of course, just no drafting, no nothing. So again, pretty happy with that. Go back here, and again, I wanted to show you one thing is the next lap was a 33, and again, that was really close to beating that lap. So again, that's what I like to show, is some consistency. Again, this is not my first tryout. It's just I've done multiple sessions with this. And then I just wanted to try one other thing before to see if I liked it or not. So I went ahead and tried another different balance with the wing and everything, and you can see the front sector was a little faster, but that's about it. Other than that, everything else was no faster, especially that last sector, because you can see where I'm off a little bit from the third sector, because again that's where the handling comes back into play again, and you gotta have a little bit of it. You can't just and I checked the speed both ways, and they were both equal. So it might have been tenths of a mile an hour, but they're both 174 even with the click less wing. So I'd rather go with more wing at the same speed. It's better for later on in a race stint. So let's go over the setup. I got 25 left front, 24.8 left rear, 26 right front, 25.8 right rear, Toes negative 0.05 in the front, with the camber at negative 3.6 on the left front, negative 3.4 on the right front. Caster is 10.7. On the rear, the toe is positive 0.1, with the camber at negative 2.8 and the left rear, negative 2.6 on the right rear. Electronics are 4, 4, 3, and 5. Good place to start with, to make the car solid. I mean, yeah, you could be a little bit more aggressive with the TC, but again, that's just showing more of a race pace and trying not to overuse the tires. Fuel again, 55 liters. Number 1 pads, and you can see the wear's really good. It's not that bad. Again, the rear's wearing a little bit more than the front. I mean, again, I like this a little closer, but it's not too bad. And when I did it with the other balance, with the lighter wing, it actually had a little bit more wear on the right side. So again, I'd rather go with this. A little bit easier, just a little bit easier on the tires. Not a huge difference, but it is a little bit easier. And I mean, like I said, I actually ran faster anyway as far as lap time. Anti-roll bar got 5 on the front. Brake bias is 61. Steering's all the way down. Springs on the front are 190,000 with a bump stop rate of 800 and a bump stop range of 1 on the left front and 3 on the right front, and a bump stop and a springs of 164,000 on the rear with a bump stop rate of 700 and a bump stop range of 10 on the left rear and 20 on the right rear. Anti-roll bar is 3 and the preload on the diff is 90. All this seems to work really well. Again, I go with a tighter bump stop range on the left because of those 2 really high G right-hand turns. You got to keep that car aero balanced. It's going to move a little bit. That's okay, but you don't want the car to overreact. You got to keep the aero balanced to keep the car so you can go through those that fast right hand and the next right hand and not have the car loop on you. So again, that's why I try to stiffen up the bump stop range on the left side there and make it to where it's keeps the car steady. Other than that, everything seems to work good. Shocks on the front, I have 22, 18, 30, and 22. And on the rear, I have 12, 18, 20, and 30. All dialed in by Motec, and it actually came out really good. So I know it's pretty close. Aero, got 55 in the front, 59 in the rear with a 3 wing and a 3 in the brake ducts. And the front aero variation is a 4.2 to the positive. Now, I'm going to show you, if you want to, this gives you another option. Maybe you can use it for qualifying, where tire wear is really insignificant. But what I did is I raised the front 1 more click, like that, and I went down on the wing to a 2. So again, that's what I did on, trying to see if I can get any more speed down the straightaway and still be able to handle the rest of the track. And again, it wasn't as good a handling. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't as good. But the speed, it still was 174. Again, it might have been a few tenths faster mile an hour, but it still was said 174. So, I mean, if you like that better, then you can do that. But it just had a teeny bit more tire wear than going the other way. And I think on a race stint, it might bite you in it later on, depending upon how long it is. So I actually like it better this way, and I can feel the front end better and things like that, and the car just feels a little bit better balanced. But again, I appreciate all your support. Again, that's why I haven't come out with as much content. I'm going to try to have a few setup videos coming out, and if I can get my stuff together, I would like to do stream, but I'm really trying to do get this stuff taken care of. I got some races coming up this weekend too, so I'm trying to get that done. I got my league races coming up, so I hope you join me for that. I got my E-Seniors League is this week, and it's for points this time, so it's for real. And the same thing with Pan Am. So at 2 different tracks. So I think one's at Watkins Glen, and the other one's at Silverstone, I think. But that's off the top of my head. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. So anyway, I hope you join me also for that. And I just hope that you enjoy the setup. I hope it works really good for you. Again, I'll leave a link to the setup in the description. And again, all my setups are free. Again, you can go into my playlist and look at them there. And of course, I do have Discord, so if you want to go over there, which things will be happening there also. Again, little at a time, because kind of messed me up on my schedule because I'm trying to fix this audio thing, and it's kind of taking up all my free time trying to look into that. I'm not the best IT person, so I'm my own IT person, so sometimes I don't do the best. But again, I appreciate it. And again, I do have a PayPal account if you want to help support the channel that way. I really would appreciate it. It really helps me with some of this cost of stuff. So again, I thank you, and I sure hope you come back and visit again really soon. Thank you. See you.